everyone. We are here to do another fairy flower, but I want to try it a little bit different. I want to spiral my white onto it versus the dots. So we're going to try that out. I took from Laura's Art Corner Magic Silver and painted a little bit around the edges of the mold. Not a whole lot. It's really more like a glitter, a very strong glitter, but it's very cool and very pretty. So I painted that around the sides of the mold. Now I'm going to go ahead and get all my colors together. I did do 8 ounces of craft resin. It's a 1-to-1 resin, low viscosity, UV protection. It's one of my favorite resins to use, if not my favorite. No odor, and I never really have any issues with bubbles when I use it. All right, so let's get started. First, I have a transparent color, Aronia. I think that's how you say it. I have no idea. It's from Octopus Fluids. It's a resin ink. If you're in the United States, you can get it from Laura's Art Corner. And there is a discount code in my description if you're looking to buy anything from Laura's Art Corner. So I'm going to do 9 drops, or let's just do 10. Accidentally got an 11. I should have said 9 and then I would have gotten 10. That's all right. These are not really heavy colors, so they work really well as transparents. I'm hoping, because I'm also trying out some other colors that I got. And I'm hoping they're not too heavy, but we'll see. It's the first time I'm working with some of these colors. And there's our purple. All right, now this is one of my new colors. I just opened it, so the pigment's a little settled. So I'm gonna give it a little move around. I did warm it up just a bit so that it would move around better for me. And I haven't used it yet, so I only have this little bit on my stick, but I think let me scrape a little more off. Some of these, it's a Resin pigment paste, and they are very highly pigmented. So you don't need to use a lot. This is turquoise green. And you can see it's not transparent, it's opaque. And I'm hoping this doesn't cause any issues for me, but I am going to use a heavier white just in case. All right, there's that one. And next, I'm going to use another Resin. It's a pearlescent epoxy paste, and this is Pink Rose. And again, another new to me one. We're going to give it a little mix again because I just opened them right before I started the video. Warmed them up a little bit because, you know, everything sets in shipping. And all right, I'll scrape it off my stick again as best I can. This one might need just a little more stirring. I'm actually going to use a different stick with this one, just because I did a lot of stirring. All right, and I'm just going to use this tad bit of it. We'll see how that looks. Well, I might have been able to use the other one. That came out really light. I'm going to get in there just a little bit more. Put a little more on my stick. Try not to make a mess. All right, now that pearlescent is really kicking in. I don't know if you could see it. Looking into the cup, you could see it really well. And this is a more transparent color. All right. And last, but definitely not least, is my white. And I am using Let's Resin Ocean White. I use this one a lot when I want a heavier white. And I have had it sitting upside down because I'm almost out of it. And I'm gonna do about a pea-sized drop. Of this, and let's give it a mix and see what it looks like. I do want it, normally with my blooms I say a grayish white, falls off the stick fast. Well, with this one I like it to be a little whiter, because I do want it to be kind of heavy, and that looks good. All right, let's get our colors going into our mold. And I'm gonna do the heaviest color first. I'm gonna do my turquoise green. I'm gonna give it another stir just to make sure I have the color worked all the way in. Or actually, I'm rethinking myself here. I don't know that I want my dark color. I think I want to separate it with these two. So then the choice is the pearlescent or the purple. Oh, this is a tough call. I'm gonna go purple. Such a tough call. All right, and I'm gonna pour it around the edge because I want to get it up on my little edge a little. It is gonna meet in the center anyway. Now I poured 8 ounces. I'm not sure I'll be able to fit everything in, but we'll see how it goes. And now I'm just going to pour in the center. And because this is so heavy, I think I am going to alternate it with my pink. Make sure I'm not running out of any room. That might be okay. And then I'm going to get the last bit of my pink in there. So I'm doing this really different because before I would do a push. I'm not doing any push at all. I'm not doing dots. I'm going to call this a fairy flower. We'll see if it works out how I want it to work out. I'm going to give it a little hit of heat, get rid of any bubbles, and then I'm going to take my white and put it in my piping bag. And if you've watched my videos, you know it's an 8-inch piping bag, 6-ounce cup. And I think I've decided I am going to do a little bit of dotting. This is, since it hasn't heated up, it's going to be very watery, not as thick as honey, so I'm putting a very, very tiny snip in the end. So I am going to start in the center. And do a spiral. Go back in. Then I'm actually going to go around the edge with my little dots. And I'm hoping, because I see that heavy color, I'm hoping my white can make it down below it. But we will see. like I said, we're not doing the middle transparent push, but I am going to do, if you see my other videos, a heat gun push. All right, so that's all the dotting I'm going to do. And now I'm going to do what I talked about, the heat gun push. So I'm going to put it right above it, push down, and make a circle. And then in the center, I'm going to do a couple more dots. But I'm not going to take it all the way out like I normally would do. I'm going to take it just to where it pushed out. All right, and I did happen to notice there was a white spot right over here. When I did my spiral, it didn't quite go through enough, so I'm just gonna add that. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. So it's not all the traditional dots that I would do. It's not the full push in the center. It's just a heat gun push one time, and then it's some little dots added to the center that I pushed out. And I just did this extra line because I thought I was missing something in this spot, so I wanted to add it. All right, so that is it. Now I am going to give it a little heat to get rid of any bubbles that I created. And then we are going to let it set, and we're going to see if my new colors worked out on this, and see if the opaque teal was okay. We'll be back when it's ready to demold. Hi, we are back to see how this came out, whether our teal was too heavy, and what happened. So oh wow, look at that. That is just gorgeous. So pretty.